Hello, guys. Hello. Of course, you guys know who this is. This is Alonzo Edwards, your guy, that guy, the mortgage guy. Of course, Alonzo Edwards with Hometown Lenders. My NMLS number is 41294. Of course, we are a licensed mortgage lender, licensed in several states, guys. So, look, lots of people are asking me and they are inboxing me and emailing us. What are some simple things that they can do to get ready or get prepared to purchase for the new year for 2022? Couple things I would recommend. One, look at your credit bureau. Go to annualcreditreport.com. Get a free copy of your credit report. All right, go through your credit report, see what's positive on your credit, see what's negative on your credit. Know your credit. Don't just, if you have a lot of collections on your credit, don't just start paying stuff off. Because let me tell you, if you start paying off collections, depending on the age of that collection, it could drop your credit score. So don't just go paying off collections. People do that all the time. And they say, well, man, I just pay off a lot of stuff. Why is not my credit score didn't go up? Because you paid off some of those like 5 years ago and they updated on your credit and they drop your credit score. So before you do that, make sure you consult with a licensed mortgage lender professional like myself or anybody on our team can assist you, right? All right, so also I would suggest to you, if you haven't started, start saving some money. All right, of course, you guys know there's a lot of programs out there for down payment assistance, and there are some 100% programs, but just because there are 100% programs, just because you get down payment assistance or grant money, does not mean that you're not going to need any money at closing. What do I mean by that? There are closing costs. There are home inspections, and sometimes there are appraisal fees that you have to pay for upfront. Okay. Also, just because you get down payment assistance, a lot of down payment assistance don't give you the full down payment. For example, FHA requires a borrower to put down 3.5% for a down payment. All right. So some down payment assistance programs will give you the full 3.5%. Some will only give you 2%. Okay. So that means that you got to have the other 1.5% for a down payment. All right. Also, depending on the area that you're looking at this video in, mostly across the nation, it's a seller's market, right? That may be changing soon, but nobody really knows what's going to happen in the market. It could change any day. I've been doing this business. I've been in the mortgage industry now for 17 years. I've seen it all. So it can be 1 minute one way, another minute the next day. So you have closing costs. So a lot of sellers, because of the market, may not pay your closing costs and your prepaids. Closing costs, prepaids, down payment, they're all three different things, okay? So the seller cannot pay your down payment. A seller can pay your closing costs, but depending on the market that we're in, okay, whether they do it or not, may or may not. So depending on also your realtor, I recommend that you have a realtor, an experienced realtor. It makes a difference when you're buying and selling a home to have an experience. When I say experience, I'm not talking about years. I'm talking about transaction experience. They've closed a lot of deals, in your area. They know the market. They know what to, they not only do they know the market, but they know your situation. They know what you need. Okay. So if you don't have a realtor, just inbox me. We have a list of preferred or realtors that we work with in different areas, different states, different cities. Okay, that they have transactional experience. Okay, so I would do those things. But when you're looking at your credit report, if just know this: don't go out there. Let me just hit this right quick. Don't go out there and buy anything. If you're in the process of buying a house, please don't go out there and buy no car. Please don't go out there and do that, because let me tell you something. It's going to affect your debt to income, which means that your income is one thing, your debt is one thing. So your debt to income may be too high. You may have too much debt to qualify for a home. The more debt you have, the less of a home you're going to qualify for. So don't go out there and buy. I know Christmas is coming up. If you're looking at before Christmas, Christmas is coming up. Don't go out there buying and spending all your money on these gifts. Save that money because you're going to need it. Okay? And don't go out there financing them cars and financing those trucks to get a gift for somebody, that new car smell is going to end in a few months. So, and then you're going to look back and say, man, why did I do that? You can't live in a car. Well, you can live in a car. I know, people do live in cars, but you're trying to buy a home. So don't do that. All right. So, save your money, look at your credit report, see what's on your credit report. If you got a copy of your credit, you can always give us a call here at Hometown Lenders. We'll take a look at it with you. Of course, my phone number is 601 940 1631. That is my cell phone number. Feel free to reach out to me on my cell phone. You can also reach me at 601 957 5602. Regardless of the state that you're in, more likely we can assist you. We have loan officers all over the nation. Also, I'm personally licensed in 18 states. So regardless of where you are, regardless of your family, where your family is, I have closed loans for the parents. I've closed loans for the children, and soon I'll be closing loans for their grandchildren. So I know what I'm doing. We know what I'm talking about. When you get ready to file those taxes properly, okay, properly. All right. And no, a mortgage lender cannot tell you what to file on your taxes. So don't ask your mortgage professional, well, how much should I file? If you're self-employed, how much should I file on my taxes so I can buy a home? A mortgage lender cannot tell you that by law. So don't ask us that. We can only tell you how we calculate income. That's all. All right. So make sure also, if you're preparing to buy a home for New Year, get all of your documentation prepared. Your lender, us, whoever you're working with, they're going to need your 2 years W-2s for 2020, 2021. Okay. Also, they're going to need your driver's license, social security card, or your IDs. If you're a veteran, which we appreciate, thank you so much for all of our veterans that serve our nation to protect our freedoms. You're going to need your DD-214. Make sure you have that. It's always good to have your most two recent bank statements. All right. If you find that you have a lot of things, negative things on your credit, just make sure that you get if you have like a lot of collections, write letters of explanation for the reason for those collections, because your lender's going to need it. If you have a lot of inquiries on your credit, go ahead and write a letter for the reason for each inquiry and if you bought anything or not with that inquiry. What else? If you're a teacher, make sure you have a copy of your teacher's contract that you get once a year. If you receive disability or Social Security, anything like that, make sure you have your letter showing how much you receive and your letter, that you get every year. If you get 1099s, make sure you have a copy of your 1099s. If you, for child support, of course, us as lenders cannot ask you if you receive child support. We can only ask if you pay child support. Okay, there's a difference. So, but if you do receive child support, make sure you let your lender know that, because they're going to need a copy of the child support order, a copy of the children's birth certificates. Also, they're going to need something from the court or something from the department showing 12 months of you receiving the child support. Okay, so make sure you have that readily available. Have your tax. If you're self-employed, make sure you have your 2 years tax returns, all pages of your tax returns. If you are paying on a tax lien, make sure you have your installment agreement ready, because that is a debt. So we have to count that as a lender. We have to count that as a debt. All right. I'll also recommend, if you have with your car insurance, know who you're going to probably go through for your home insurance. Have that available, so when that house hits the market and you're pre-approved, have that available so you can get a quote for your home insurance. Okay, that's always good to have. Get a relationship with a insurance agent. If you don't have one, no worries. We have a list of insurance agents that you can use. Just inbox me. We'll have that available for you. So check stubs, W-2s, IDs, bank statements, letters of explanation. If you file bankruptcy, make sure you have a copy of your discharge paperwork. Or if you're inside of a bankruptcy, you can still buy certain programs, Chapter 13. Make sure you have a copy of the bankruptcy paperwork. All right. Also, you're going to have a letter from the trustee stating you can buy a home. All right. So here's some other things I'll go over. I could go over right now, but I think that's really good preparation. Know your credit. Know your credit before you go to your lender. Know your credit. Know what's on there so you can, when you talk to your loan officer or your professional, that you're knowledgeable about what you have. Okay, so it's very important to do that. Okay, just know what you got. If you have been in school, all right, and then you're just not getting a job over the last 2 years, get a copy of your school transcript. It can be unofficial. If you have a degree, after that transcript, get a copy of the degree. Because your loan officer professional will need that. All right. So I think that's good. Preparation, get ready to buy a home, and just know that you can buy a home in 2022. Anything is possible. A lot of you guys don't know my story. I'm going to tell my story here real soon. But even if after foreclosure you can buy a home, bankruptcy you can buy a home, credit issues after credit issues whatever you can buy a home. All right. So don't let that discourage you. If you've been working on your credit is good. Make sure that your debt ratio, your credit cards are in a good balance or whatever, and that you don't have a whole lot of debt. Don't go paying stuff off, even if you have really good credit, because that could affect your credit score. So don't do that. Let your loan officer professional, preferably us here at Hometown Lenders, let us go over your credit before you start paying stuff off. Anyway, I think that's all for today. Again, this is Alonzo Edwards with Hometown Lenders. I am your mortgage guy. I'm your buddy. So tell all your friends, give me a call. I'm here for you. Inbox me, text me 601-940-1631. Call the office 601-957-5602. Myself or one of our professionals, loan officer professionals, will take good care of you. So anyway, you guys have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Peace out. Again, let me stop. Hold on. My NMLS number again, 41294. Got to say that by law. Take it easy. Bye-bye.